Hi, sorry about that. The scheduled one I had to delete because, yeah, I know I had to delete it because I hadn't set it to horizontal. So I had to redo the whole thing. Arnold's messaging me and I can't reply to him. I'm really not good at this. Rob, I've put one of your pellets in here. Where should I put that? Right. Back in a sec. Hey Arnold, I couldn't reply to you. Oh, yeah, it is working.
Hey Arnold.
Where? Yeah, what happened was I set it all up, but I hadn't set the camera to. Hello. I hadn't set the camera to. Yes, Keith. I hadn't set it to horizontal. So, hi Josh. I had to redo the whole thing, including finding the thumbnail and the title and all that other stuff. So there was a lot of swearing. I knew it was all going to go wrong, but yeah, it's here now. Rob, I'm a grammar Nazi, I'm afraid, but I try and tone it down. So I was in the middle of making a coffee. Keith, if you're here, you can see the, what did you say it was? So, Percostamen. I am talking to you, Andrew. Did I not say hello? So I've just put one of Rob's pellets in here to see if there are any takers. And this lot aren't nearly as greedy as the yellows. And I'll put some food in. You can see one of the new coolie loaches going mental. I got 3 really tiny ones today. Hello, Jaya. Is that Jaya? Welcome in. Just going to feed these. Yes, Andrew, I'm feeding my fish again. I know you hate that. But I like feeding them. Could pull this back a bit. Ah, you shared the live. Thanks, Arnold. Yeah, I'm just having another practice. I practice at scheduling something that hasn't gone very well. But things can only get better, as D. Ream said. You can see a tiny red one there. So this week I've put 3 oranges in here out of one of the other bowls. And I got 2 blue ones today. You're a kind, considerate man with blue eyes. Absolutely. And I got 1 extra assassin snail today. So there's 3, you might see one of those. Hopefully everyone's going to come out to play. I'm just doing, I don't think I'm going to be too long. I said that the last 3 times. But just practicing. Oh, I might as well angle you up a little bit so you can see the fish. Watch the fish for a second. I need to put something behind the bowl so you don't have to see the plugs and whatnot. I'm too scared to type in case I get it wrong. Well, that was okay. You love my blue eyes. That was June, it's not me. It's all right, Rob. We're all friends here. How was everybody's weekend? And did you buy any fish? Or plants? Or anything fish related? Rob really is frightened to type. Let's look at the shrimpies again. Hiya, Dave. Can't zoom in with this, can I? Arnold says, mine was very relaxing, down the beach with family and had nice place and chips. No hake then. And took my nan on a simulator roller coaster. Yeah, I was just watching that before I came on. Very funny. I did comment on your short. Keith, do you like my plant? Hi, FM. I was defending you earlier because MS was in a chat room and one of his friends said that they were going to vote for him in the Scape Off, but they didn't care what the Scapes looked like. They were just going to vote for him, even if yours had what is it he said? Gold nuggets. I'm good, thank you. Hello. I can't pronounce your name, I'm afraid. I'm not good with names, but welcome. I wonder if I can zoom this in. Getting glare from somewhere. I'm not sure where it is. Right, coffee. FM, I've got my moss now for my bonsai, so I'm running out of excuses not to get started. Currently waiting on the video to finish rendering. Oh, you're one? Oh, one shrimp likes your pellets, Rob. I can see two more thinking about coming over. I did a review of a Haiger heater as part of the vid. Yeah, we talked about that, isn't it? It's the same one that Shane and I have got. Here come the coolies. The extended version. HG083. I can't remember now. Ah, tiny. I was thinking I could do with a tiny one for this bowl, because I've got one of those ones in the back that you can't adjust, and it's quite warm. What's in the tank? You have to guess, Dave. It's the same as was in the bowl last time, plus a few extra things. You're good, Keith. Yeah, I was saying on Adam's stream, I'll just show you, I've got this on a wooden rotating, like a plinth, so I can change the view a bit, so it's a different view from last time I went live. Obviously, unless you've just gravel vacked it, if you spin it too fast, you get a load of snail poop flies up in the air, and that's not a great look. I have the Hyger micro heater. Yeah, I could do with something adjustable for this one because it feels a bit too warm to me. It's a really tiny heater. It's about 3 inches long and quite narrow. I've just got it plonked at the back there. Just to take the chill off it for the fish. Probably could get away without having it heated, especially in the summer. There's an Amano. Yeah, it's really handy. I got it on Amazon. It's just like a rotating, I don't know if it's for cakes or a display thing. They had cheaper ones which were plastic, and then the nicer ones which are wooden. And then I've got a big one which I think is a Lazy Susan that I used to use, but it took up way too much of the kitchen counter. This kitchen is absolutely tiny. Yeah, possibly a cake stand. I can't remember what it was described as. I put the Amazon link and Adam's page for the show that I was on. I'm digging that upon eating. Yeah, that's the one I sent you a picture of. Keith, I hoped we might have found the Holy Grail for you, and I would have ripped it out and sent it to you. I know how much you want it, but it's not the one you're looking for. Hi, JK. Still struggling with my internet. I did wonder if you would be live because you were live at the same time as me this time last week, but I know you said you don't always go live at that time. You were kayaking this time last week, or a little bit later. I think it was past that I went live. It just seems like it might be a slot where no one else is doing too much. I haven't looked actually to see who's live. Yeah, so I broke down one of my tanks this week. Hi Gabriel, hello. I broke down one of my tanks, so there were 3 orange shrimp left in there, which I've put in here, and there are 2 Amanos in there. I could only catch one. So that's tomorrow, I think, Keith. Monday. That's the live about Caridina shrimp for beginners. I think there's a post about it on my page. I think it's scheduled. So is it 7 o'clock? 7 o'clock tomorrow? So that should be good. Oh, next Sunday. Every other weekend we go fishing. Ah, okay. So only one Amano I could catch. And there are 3 or 4 red ones in here. And so 3 orange. There's a whitish one, a yellow one, and then I got 2 blue ones today. I wonder if I can zoom in. Oh, a bit better. wish they were a bit more greedy. Yeah, looking forward to that one, Rob. That'll be good. Did a pre-run today to make sure it's not too in depth. How long was it, Rob? About same as the last one you did? A bit longer, I guess. I suppose with the questions and everything. Hey Arnold, if you wouldn't have reminded me, rugby, or was it American football? Here they come. Working and lurking. What are you working on, Gabriel? Are you crocheting something? I want to see the one you did for Jessie. Is it a catfish? I put a pellet in yesterday and the Amano came forward and picked it up and ran off with it. And that was the end of that filming session. That's why I removed them from my yellow shrimp tank, because they ran off with all the food. It's supposed to be cleaning up in there. I need to treat their tank with, not this one, the one I've just broke down, with no planaria, because it's absolutely covered. Apparently someone said it doesn't actually harm snails, so I guess we'll see. I'll get the biggest ram's horns out, see if they make it. I hope the coolies are okay on those pebbly bits. Just a quick 30 minutes through the points, topics and the Q&A of each part. Yeah, the Q&A can go on and on, can't it? So you can't really gauge how long you're going to be, I guess. I'm sure it would be pretty interactive. Hit that like. I got some really tiny coolies. Normally they're too small for me to buy because they go into the sump in my main tank, but they can grow out in here. Figured out StreamYard last night. I haven't looked into that yet, Rob. It's next on my list. There's a couple of people want to jump on and I don't know what we're going to talk about, but yeah, I need to set up an account with my other email. GNC, hello. I can't remember your name. I know there are a lot of Glens and Gregs, so I might guess at one of those, but my apologies. But thank you very much. Yeah, it's just a fairly small bowl. 2 little fishies. I would like more fish, but there's just not the swim room in there. I want some celestial pearl danios, but I don't want to add anything else to this tank fish-wise. What up, Jeff? Well, we've got a few more takers for the pellet now. The fish are quite interested. Still don't know if that's a male and a female. They don't fight, but they don't seem overly affectionate. That's a coolie loach. It's a very small coolie loach. I've got 3 in there, which I'd put in today. Yeah, pea puffers are nice. I could maybe put them in the bowl, in the tank with the planaria. I wonder if they would gobble that up. There's a lot in there, mind. I wouldn't have to feed them for a year. you think they will eat planaria? That would actually be really cool. The coolies haven't coloured up that much yet. They're quite pale, but I'd prefer to have them on just sand. They have massive bowls in the range. Can't think if there's a range that close to us. There might be one in Torquay actually. How big does the coolie loach get? Does it eat babies? I don't think they eat a lot. I've heard they can be kept with shrimp okay. I've got some which are about 3 years old and they are maybe 3 inches long and quite fat, really thick. About the thickness of a pencil, I suppose. And some people say they never see them, and mine are out all the time. I think if they've got plenty of hiding spaces, they come out a bit more. These are quite skittish because they've only just gone in a few hours ago. Hopefully they'll be okay in there. I want to get some more shrimp this week, different colours. And I've given up on breeding in this bowl, and or breeding for profit anyway. Anything with a loach in the name will pinch the odd baby shrimp. Yeah, possibly. They are, I think their mouths are sort of on the bottom. Got some blues today, FM. I got 2 blues today. Not that you'd know looking at this. And I got 1 extra assassin snail, and you can see one just to the right of the picture. Yesterday you got one. Yeah, I could get a bigger bowl than this. There's definitely bigger ones out there. I'm so short of kitchen counter space, so it's really ridiculous that I've got this in here, but it's so nice to look at. Normally I hate washing up and whatnot. I still hate washing up, but I've got something to look at. Part of the food chain, isn't it, really? Going for some Rillies next. Yeah, I went in the shop on Thursday and I did some filming of the clownfish. So I've got to edit that. And I looked in the mixed shrimp and I saw 1 orange Rillie in there. It's been a really expensive week for me because I got my season ticket, as a lot of you know, for Plymouth Argyle. So yeah, I'm broke. That was paid today, so I will be heading back there on Tuesday. And I think just if I'm ever out and I see some nice looking, yes, ouch, some nice looking, interesting coloured shrimp, I can just get them and pop them in there. So that if I do a live, I can, you guys have got something vaguely interesting to look at. How much is a season ticket? Well, I got mine and my son's together. His was an under 16 and it was £499. So, which, trust me, I don't have. I had to beg, steal and borrow that. Yeah, I'll be working that off for a while. Well, I just asked for an advance from 2 of my clients that I clean for. They were very obliging. Because I think if I didn't get a season ticket, my son would never speak to me again. So I've told him no birthday or Christmas or food, anything like that. Just enjoy the game. The aesthetic of the tank is awesome. Oh, thanks, Keith. I really hated it for a long time, and then it got planaria, and I broke it down, and I took the blue neon rasboras out, and I caught the coolie loach out. What else was in there? I think the orange shrimp were in here. Oh yes, they were in here before. Took everything out, left it on the side. Somehow the planaria just died. And then I did a rescaping video on my old phone, and looking at the footage now, it just looks terrible. So I don't know whether to bother to edit and upload it. I might do, because I took a lot of footage. but it shows the I can't never say it, the Apogonatan. The one that I took out of here was absolutely huge. It's the one that I now put in the indoor pond. It was about 1.5 foot long. Then I swapped it out for this small one. And this is now doing quite well. And there's a let's turn around. There's a huge leaved Anubias at the back. It's a bit sort of squashed in, really. I don't know whether I should take it out. I think I could get a lot more plants in here. I keep changing the floaters because they don't get very much light here and they start to look poorly after a short time. And then I just swap them out with some from the other tank. The only problem with rotating this is the cable for the heater. Yeah, that Anubias isn't looking great. Stuck at the back, it doesn't get any light either. I could probably cut a couple of those leaves off. Oh, the heater has hit the wall now. Let me just move it slightly so you can see. Keep going. It's touching the wall. How big is it? I don't know. It's not very big. Yeah, not very big at all. Beans on toast for the season, absolutely. I mean, that doesn't pay for any of the away games either. What is that sticking on? Ah, so that's a tiny, tiny heater. Just popped in there. Those roots are just stuck on that pebble, I think. Turn it back the other way. You can see quite a lot of small leaves on there, considering there's pretty much no light gets to that. I keep my kitchen blinds shut because it's right next to a pavement and people could look down and see all my undone washing up. So it's not, doesn't get a lot of light in here, and this is just a really crappy desk lamp, which I'll try not to show you because it's really crappy and ugly and red. I think some of these shrimp have got scoots, but I should have salt dipped them before I put them in here. That's hindsight for you. Rather warm in my fish room today. Yeah, it's not been warm here, although I haven't got any sleeves on, so it's not too bad. Your attention to detail is far better than mine. I think I've broken all the aquascaping rules on this one. There's dragonstone in with pebbles. I don't think you see that very often. And there's a few bits of plants that have gone awry. That's the yellowy shrimp. It's yellowy orange, and I did a video on that, but I don't think I edited it right. But I took it out and I went to put it in the orange tank, and it wasn't orange enough. So then I went to put it in the yellow tank, and it wasn't yellow enough, and so then I put it back in the bowl. I kind of started this bowl for that one because I bought a load of yellowy shrimp home and they weren't the right colour. Well, that one wasn't the right colour, and there's a whitish one. So I didn't want them in with my yellows or my oranges, or in the community tank, or in the cold water tank, so I put them in here. What's in the chat? Is it that size of a basketball? A little bit bigger than a basketball. From what I remember of being hit in the face by a basketball at school. I do have a tape measure, hang on a second. Where is it? Okay, the height, not including the tray, is about 25 centimetres or 10 inches. And then the width or 11 inches maybe, 30 centimeters, maybe 12. It's got quite a big surface area. Ignore the state of the plants, they're disgusting. So they get a bit of oxygen in there. I think we were discussing last time whether or not I should have an air stone in here. I still don't know the answer to that. I try and do tiny water changes on this one and top ups. As I said, it's quite warm, so probably does need topping up every so often. Are you off, Dave? Thank you for popping in. I need to catch up. Three gallons, yes, possibly. A few more heaters will be removed in the coming days. Oh yeah, I guess if it's warm in there. I was planning on doing a Woolstead bowl and ended up doing a 25 litre. Ah, so you did the tank instead. Yeah, there is aqua soil under the sand here. But I don't know. There's no wood in here, which I was just looking at, thinking maybe I should put a small piece in. 18 litres. I'd be surprised if it's that much, especially with the hardscape. I should have filled it up. I got it second hand on Facebook Marketplace. Just looked for fish bowl and that was a decent size. I think it was £10. But you see them all the time. Yeah, I should have got a bigger one, but it takes up a lot of room. I don't have any bowls, but they sure do look cool. Yeah, I was chatting to Adam Seven Fish Tanks about it, and he was saying they're just so difficult to film and take photos of. But I'm trying to get better at it. I find out, oh, that's one of my new shrimp. I find that making a space at the front, you can kind of zoom in, and I don't want to move that too much now. Can you see my new shrimpy? Whoa, so sensitive. I haven't had blue shrimp for such a long time, and I just got two. Those are the two red ones I think I got last week, and that yellow one has been in there a long time. Are you off, Arnold? Talk to you tomorrow. You're still here for now. Good. My African cichlid tanks are losing water much more. So soft water fish tanks at temperatures around the same. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, this loses a bit. I do fish the floating plants in and out, so that might remove some. But yeah, as I said, it is quite warm. I might try turning the heater off. I need to have another Google at what temperature the sparkling gourami like. It's David! Hi David! Hope you're having a good holiday. David, I haven't seen you on one of my live streams before, although I've only done 4. Where did I get to? Arnold has gone to bed. I've recently moved away from African cichlids, Rob, as they were causing me more headaches than relaxation. Yeah, I don't have any information on cichlids, I'm afraid. I only got tiny fish. I'm doing really well with the 7 species I have. Hello, at Houston Airport, heading back to Tampa. Hope all is well. Oh, you went away for the weekend, didn't you? To see your dad? I hope you had a really good time. I'll catch up with you on one of my posts. Hope you had a good holiday and you're not too knackered. Very tiring travelling, I imagine. Not that I'll be going anywhere for the foreseeable future, except to the baked bean aisle. Right, can you all calm down just a smidge? I'm trying to watch you. I have a planted community in an African tetraspecies tank. Oh, yeah, I need to tidy up my community tank so that I can use that for some lives, and that's a good excuse to have to get that done, make it look presentable. I'm doing a 3-foot tank soon, which is going to be for pretty much just cories, I think. And I really hope they might breed. These little fish are quite curious about the pellet. I don't know if fish would eat these pellets, would they, Rob? I was going to ask you if I should put them in my cold water tank for the hillstream loaches or not. I still have an African cichlid tank in the room, but don't separate a fish that is getting picked on anymore. Just let the strong survive. Oh, natural selection. I did a load of plant trimming and glass cleaning today, ready for tomorrow. Yeah, that's the thing about filming the tanks. I was doing a short yesterday and I realised that it was focusing on a load of disgusting stuff on the glass. Show you one of the assassins. Ooh. They're so pretty. They're mostly vegetarian, but they get a few bloodworms and things because I feel sorry for them. Not getting any meat. There's the Amano. Probably a horrible noise. Apologies. Focus. Tiny bit of swassetang there. It's not doing terribly well for me, but it was a very small crumb when I bought it, and it's not got any smaller or bigger. I know that Mark Shrimp Tanks uses a lot of it, but it hasn't done a lot for me. It's good to have. I've got this amazing clump of Physidens moss that Rob sent me. It's actually looking really huge now in the bag, Rob. I've just filled it with water and put the bag in the window. It looks great. I could put a little piece in here actually. That would be nice. It's a natural selection journey with African shellies. Ah, shell dwellers. I see a lot of them on YouTube at the moment. Somebody had them in a live stream yesterday. I'm watching so many live streams. Not getting time to make any content. I need to do an update video in the fish room, but my father-in-law has just been here with us for about a month, and they are in there. Oh, are they sleeping in your fish room? Isn't that noisy or quite hot? I have fallen asleep on the sofa before, listening to the all the tanks. I quite like it. It's not everyone's cup of tea. Fishies, shall I give you some more pellets? Flakes, baby flakes. It's quite hard to feed at the edge of the bowl because of the way it curves in. This is just baby food. Sponsor me, please. Now, this tub is going to last me years. We're feeding the white tabs that Rob gave me. Why is my phone so far behind? Where has everybody gone? Let's see. You can see the flakes raining down. chat has stopped moving. Fish Fang link is here. I signed up to Stream Elements today, so I wonder whether that might pop in, but it hasn't done yet. Hi Jeff, you're not late, as you said to me earlier. You sleep in your fish room. Ah. So it's quite warm in there. Yeah, I like the sound. I could sleep to the fish tanks, as long as the sump doesn't empty and start gurgling. The sound of the tanks calms me. Yeah, I haven't got any tanks upstairs, but I do always have to fall asleep with YouTube on, because I was saying to you, Jeff, wasn't I? I don't like the silence. So I always fall asleep to YouTube. I can't remember the last time I watched something that wasn't YouTube either. I nearly put the telly on today, but I had some streams to catch up on, so that didn't happen. And then I did schedule this live, but it all went wrong because I forgot to change the orientation to horizontal. So when I went to press go live, it wouldn't work. And I had to come out and start all over again. So you fall asleep with fans on as well? It must be pretty noisy in there. Ah, little fishies. I was just saying, Jeff, and anyone else that missed it, that I've just moved the oranges across this week. So there are 3 oranges in here now. And I got 2 blue ones today. And I moved an Amano across, which I can just about see. And there are 3 tiny coolie loaches in here and 3 assassin snails. I got an extra assassin today, so that hopefully we might see them occasionally. I don't know where they hide, but they manage to disappear. It's definitely an orange really that I want to go back and buy. Skittles tank, as they say. Yeah, my community tank is a Skittles tank for tetras as well. There seems to be, apart from the 7 rummy nose, there's just 2 or 3 of everything. But slowly, as some of them get old and die, then I'll maybe try and stick to a few. But I quite like having the different ones to film. I know some people like to see a lot of them together. They do school better together. Downside with Skittles tank, you end up with lots of wild type. Yeah, well, I was thinking about that, and I thought, well, I'll get 6 months good viewing out of it. I mean, if they have babies, then that'll be nice to watch. And then once they're all brown, I don't know. A lot of people like the wild type. I prefer the colours, but I suppose you can just keep introducing a few nicer ones. I haven't had shrimp go more than a generation yet, so I think as long as there's plenty to look at, it's quite fun. A lot of these are really small as well. Something fishy is here. Hi Jake, it is Jake, isn't it? I think I saw you on a stream this morning. Possibly Craig's? You like the wild type shrimp, don't you, FM? I think you said. They're okay for cleaning. I only really find that the Amanos are really good for cleaning. My shrimp tend to just want to sit and wait for some food. But they do clean off the roots of the frog bit. David's here. David, you're coming on. Which one are you coming on? You're coming on here, Fishy Fishy? At some point soon. My shrimp think I'm Just Eat or something. Yes. I found a dried banana leaf in the week. I found it on someone's banana plant, funnily enough. So I'm going to do a video on that, and then I'm going to put the banana leaf in the yellow shrimp tank and see if they like it. That'll be interesting. I can't imagine they won't like it because they're very greedy. I did too, till I went over to Caridina. Then I sold all my breeding colonies and fitted Glenn with my yellows. Oh, that was a coolie loach, I think. Are there two Davids? There's David at Horizon Fish Keeping in the chat. I think that's the only David in here, and GNC, I think somebody called you David. Is that right? Anybody know? Sure thing, Jeff. I'll be in for both, Jeff. Oh yeah, Keith, our stream Tuesday is 8 PM UK time. David, 8:30 UK Wednesday. Not I. You're not a David. David as in Horizon Jeff. Ah, you're Gabriel. So there are two Gabriels. Well, I think Gabriel's glass boxes might have gone off, or he's lurking and working. Right, apologies, Gabriel. Try and make a note of names, but I haven't got I'll be there if I'm wanted, Jeff. Hello, Keith. I believe. Two Keiths. So we've got two Keiths now. It's a good job I'm terrible with names. How are you, Keith? Thank you for popping in. We're just looking at my, oh, just call me KJE, okay? Will do. I was talking to, who was it? There was some YouTuber that didn't want his real name used. He wanted to be, you're all right, other Keith. Here comes the coolie loach. So 3 new coolie loaches in here today. They're really, really tiny because it's not a very big bowl. When they get a bit bigger, I'll spend hours trying to catch them. Like I did with the last one. Trying to catch a coolie loach out of a round bowl with the square net was absolutely infuriating. I think I had to empty it to catch it. But that one's now in the community tank and it's doing really well. Doubled in size. That may have been you. What may have been you? Are you on Jeff's live? Yeah, I think so. I think Jeff's asked me to, if Jeff asks me to go on, I go on. I am happy to be invited and also happy to be in the chat and not sharing my name. Yeah, I know that. I just call you Fishman now. Yeah, coolie loaches are hard to catch. I actually rang the shop today when I was off to get some horse food and I said I'll be there in 20 minutes, so I'll give you a head start on catching me 3 coolie loaches, please. And he said I'll start right away. When I got there he said it only took him 10 minutes, so That was all right. Here they come. I'm hoping they'll colour up a bit more than this, because I don't like it when they go a bit pale, and it looks like the dark colour scratches off them if they're not careful. And I would rather they were on a bit more sand. Maybe I'll take some of the pebbles out. They are smooth pebbles, they're not gravel at least. I did have some black coolie loaches in my community tank, but that was a long time ago. 1 second, I just need to go and shout at my son. Jack! Shut up! I do apologise. Just playing a game of Fortnite and I don't think it's going very well. I can't hold back now, FM. Almost all my videos start with "This is Gabriel." This is the latest and greatest. Yeah, some people's channels, when you click on them, you can see their name in their email address or something. I need to catch up on your videos then, Gabriel. I've got quite a few people that I've subscribed to recently that I need to binge watch. Get an idea of what's going on. I bought some for retail once. Never put them in the tank. They all escaped. Oh, you heard that, Rob. I didn't swear, just in case you could hear. Yeah, my community tank has a sump on the back, so there are slots at the top, and any coolie loach this size goes straight into the sump, never to be seen again. So I would never buy them this size, but oh, he's screaming again, but I think that screams of joy, so probably going well. Yeah, so I'm quite happy with them this size. I wouldn't want big ones in here. I thought it might be nice for us to look at. Hopefully they will get a bit better colour on the backs over time. I wonder if they're going to eat any of that. Bare bottom only if you're going to sell them. Yeah, I know he has to take out I think there was a piece of wood in that tank with the coolies and he had to lift that out. But I think he only had a few left. They were still full price despite being absolutely tiny. They've gone up in price recently. They used to be £3 each. I think these were 3 for 15. That orangey shrimp is going to town on that thing. I didn't feed them yesterday deliberately so that we'd have something to watch. So mean. They are really fun little fish to observe. The coolies, yeah. I really like them. I've been quite lucky with mine. They're always out at the front somewhere. I like their little whiskery faces. Probably put a bit more water in this tank. These fish are quite cool. I got one of them free with my gold lasers, as you probably know. Alright, 1 second, I'm going to have to go upstairs and kill someone. I do apologise. There was a lot of screaming coming from upstairs. I find their name funny, also because in Spanish culo is the word for your butt. If I spelt that right. You spelt butt right. Ah, butt loach. What else is going on? That's a lot. I did gravel back this a couple of days ago, but you wouldn't know. Guess there's a lot of pooping creatures in here. No, there's none that way. It's Eduardo! You made it! Oh, thank you. How are you, Eduardo? Arrived from Richard's Tanks. Oh, is someone else live? Oh, I don't know that one. I will have to have a look. Is the channel called Richard's Tanks? I guess someone's always going to be live, aren't they? That Liliopsis isn't looking great. No, his house, go with the flow. Richard Reynolds. Ah. I'll look that one up. Yeah, this Liliopsis isn't looking very good. It's a bit yellowy. Is that Marimo? Yeah, that ball in the centre. Yeah, that's Marimo moss. Not a massive fan of it anymore, but I just plonked it in there. I had one of them die and tried saving it by putting it in the fridge, which was meant to be good for it, but didn't do very well. I think this one started to fall apart. And then there's a bit of Siswatha on the right. He's part of our fish family. He lives close by. Oh, that's nice. I got Corys and longfin bristlenose plecos and frogbit. Martin, hi. I'm here but no sound. Is that because you've got the sound turned down? Should have sound from my end. Yes, Keith and Keith are here. I absolutely love Corys. Which Corys did you get, Eduardo? And yeah, I really want some long-fin bristlenose. Did you get a breeding pair? I want to know what Corys you got, because I got 2 orange Venezuelan this week. Yeah, I'm being quiet. Ah, okay. You're in a library. You can put subtitles on, I think. Or maybe that's after the video. I need to get earphones. Yeah, I never leave the house without my headphones, and I've got a spare set in the car just in case. Because I listen to YouTube all day at work. Or a podcast. Que onda, Eduardo? Does that mean, how are you? All babies. He is such a good breeder. Yeah, what Corys did you get, Eduardo? I wanted some bristlenose, but the babies were too young to sex. I like subtitles, use them on the TV all the time. Yeah, I do, Martin. I think it's our age. Normally, well, my son used to have his Xbox in the lounge, so I couldn't hear a thing. Anyway, it's bad enough he's upstairs. Something hanging out the back of that red shrimp. I don't know what it is because it looks white. To keep an eye on that because I might have to dip him. 6 baby with yellow spot on head. Can't remember their names right now. 4 pleco. Cories with a yellow spot on their head. Oh, I'm not sure. When you find out, let me know. Or if you do a video, I will have a look. I saw a lot of cories today. They were, yeah, I saw some stir-by and some pepper cories and some bronze cories and a lot of albino cories, and then I saw some were kept in cold water and some were in warm. I did think about putting them in my cold water pond, but I don't think I'd see them in there. Be a bit of a shame. I'd love some pygmies in here, but I don't think there's quite enough room. Not enough room for 6 anyway. Don't know, what do you think? Not quite enough room for 4 pygmies? What is that thing hanging out of that shrimp? I hope it comes off. Oh, the fish is trying to eat it. That's good viewing, isn't it? What size shirt do you wear? Keith wants to know. Eduardo. I'm thinking super petite large. Lol. Yeah, can hardly hear the speaking then. Boom. An explosion. Dog barks and sets Vera off. Or worse, the adverts. Oh, your dog is really cute, Martin. Martin, I haven't done an unboxing on your shrimp food yet because I want to Google it and find out a little bit more about it. Oh, I did contact Rapashi to see whether they might want to send me a pot, and they haven't replied. Whether that means they're not going to reply or not, I don't know. Like that, eh? Duplicarius. Oh, it's certainly lively. I've been lazy today, never got food made. I'm off a few days this week. Still got your address. Well, I'm never here. That looks like a worm sticking up the back of that shrimp. Do they get worms? It looks like it's getting bigger by the minute. Hopefully it'll come off. I did have a fish with a bloodworm stuck in its mouth, but I managed to grab the end of it with the tongs, but I think it would have worked its way out anyway. Should be 3 coolies. I'm not sure whether the sparkling gourami are too impressed by the fact that they're whizzing around. If anyone fancies a watch, it's my most recent scape for the scape off I was having with MS Aquascaping. Yeah, give that a watch. That's good. I saw his video earlier, very briefly. It's very short. It's a nice tank though. I need to go back and watch yours again. I wonder if I can catch that shrimp. I need another shrimp net because the only net I've got free at the moment is huge. Still needs to grow in, but will look much better in a few weeks. yeah, I'm thinking he did a lot of fast forwarding. Yeah, like with the moss and everything, it was already pre-attached, and the red root floaters are very red. So I think that took place over a long period of time. Probably why he kept saying he hadn't finished it yet. So that is always the tricky decision, isn't it? Whether to upload it sooner rather than later, or wait for it to grow in. You can lose a bit of momentum though if it's editing too much. Proper wee what's it, that orange, or a bit of a piggy. Yeah, it's a funny orange, that one. I think that's the one that was in there all along. It doesn't fit in the yellow tank or the orange tank. Everyone has a place in here. This poor plant is getting slightly scorched by the lamp where it's poking out of the water. Yeah, it was a nice tank you put together. Yeah, it's very pretty. I never get any reds going in my tanks. I don't fertilise, and I don't have very good lights. And I don't use CO2 because of the shrimp. I think you can use CO2 if you leave it on all the time, so there's no fluctuations. CO2 will always make them pop. Yeah, I had the cheap Fluval set up for a while. The canisters are really expensive. Here comes an assassin. Well, there's definitely 3 coolies in there still. I used to tell the old ones apart by their markings. The assassin is just coming in from the right. Well, it's about that time for me. Catch you all later. Thanks, Gabriel, for popping in. See you soon. I just DIY it. Yeah, I've seen those DIY kits. There's the ones that you buy where you add the ingredients and sort of shake it together, aren't there? And then there's proper DIY, getting an old lemonade bottle and some tubing and whatnot, which I don't really fancy. A lot of people have done videos on it though. Bye, Gabriel, says Rob. Later, Gabe, says Zach. I did a vid on it. Yeah, I thought you had. I'll check that out. I like your videos because they're quite relatable, so it's usually something that everyone could have a go at. I have lost 2 fish to the drop checker by not having enough air in there, and so the fish can get quite far up inside it in the water column, and then they just jump and they get stuck in there. That's horrible. I lost an Otocinclus, and then I lost a neon tetra quite a while apart. Then I took the drop checker out, and I took the bubble counter out because that started leaking, and just sort of guessing it. I had a really rubbishy diffuser, so the bubbles were quite large, and they just went pretty much straight upwards. And I think there was only a sponge filter on that tank, so there wasn't really any movement. So I think that was pretty much a waste of time. The bubbles just went straight up and out into the room. So I'll do it better next time. Works great on a smaller tank. Yeah. When I want to do my bonsai tree, I want to put a load of CO2 in there while it's cycling. It should cycle very quickly because I've had the hang on the back filter running on my community tank for nearly, well, probably 2 months. Probably over 2 months now. It's been running on there. And the tree from the bonsai has been in there for 2 months. And then there's all the moss. I imagine it will be fairly instant. But I will test it and see. I don't do fish in cycles, but I do snail in cycles. I've got so many ram swans. There's another assassin just behind that one in the grass. And this one here. Will it focus? No. Hi Alan, how are you? You must have just woken up. Hello to New Zealand. Yeah, I was just saying, if you missed it, these coolie loaches have just gone in earlier today. And some of the shrimp are new. Blue ones are new. And the orange ones and the Amano have been in there a few days. Meat pie, sausage roll, come on England, give us a goal. That's Tuesday, isn't it, the next match? Been up for a bit. Let me guess, Alan, is it raining where you are? Alan, I can't stop laughing about that YouTuber that you were telling me about who microwaved a poop. I didn't click on his page. I didn't want to see any of that content that we were discussing. It is raining, yes, I thought it might be. Seems worse in Devon where you are. It's always raining here. It's raining today. Guinea pigs didn't get to go outside. Yeah, he's bad. Do not look at his channel. Nope, definitely not going to be looking at that. I don't need to see those types of things. It's not focusing on that one. Oh, very overexposed. What's happened there? Colour's gone mad. What have I done? Hi Mal. Poor Scotland. Lying in your beds a couple of hours, who knew? Would you be willing to trade your national team for a chocolate frog? Freedom. Hi Stephen P. How are you? I don't know why the colour has suddenly gone on this. Eduardo. Marie, did you read the name of the new Cories? Oh! Duplicarius Cories. Oh. Yeah. Still not sure which ones they are. Like a common name. Come on. This had a really good colour a minute ago and now it's gone all rubbish. I don't know why the chat has stopped on my phone. That's old chat. No. Alan says, hi all in chat. I don't know what I've done to this now. Not better. It's a bit of a wider view. I think I need to try StreamYard. Good grief. Really doesn't like being zoomed in and out of. Hi, Mal. Hi, House of Pisces. Hello. Let me see if I'm subscribed to you. This channel doesn't have any content. Oh, that's a shame. Well, welcome, House of Pisces. I see you've gone up in subs. It's really up and down, Alan. You won't believe how many I lose. Yeah, it goes up and then I lose 2 or 3 in one go. It's frustrating, but you've got to try not to take it personally, haven't you? I know the algorithm does strange things as well. That thing coming out of that shrimp is now enormous. Oh, it's just managed to get it free. I don't know if you saw that. He shook his tail and it fell off. I wonder if that's a parasite or something. Just going to take that out. Just wash my hands. I lost 8 and was like, right, okay. Yeah, it's really frustrating and annoying and quite upsetting. Well, I'm getting used to it now. As long as I get some new ones every day, but then, you know, when it's a small channel and you lose 5, it's a lot. I'm trying to get this wormy thing out of the tank on this stone, just in case it is a wormy thing. This could go very badly. Ah, right, it's out. There we go. It's not too warm in here. I don't know where that was. The bowl looks huge on the camera. It's not huge, but it's not tiny, tiny. I don't think it's cruel keeping them in there. YouTube, yeah. And I'd rather have genuine out of a bunch of nutters. Anyone's fine. The bowl is cool looking. Thanks, Jeff. It's yeah, I'm trying to make it. I don't know why the camera's suddenly lost all colour. It doesn't look too bad on my other phone, but on this one that I'm filming on, it looks really washed out. It's quite bright a minute ago. I think I pressed something without meaning to. Let's see. Oh, you've got a choice of different colours. Which is the normal one? That one? Yeah, some of these are 2. Yeah, I've obviously pressed this. Oh, oh, bubbles. Hi Chris, how are you? Yeah, I will. That's interesting, isn't it? I can put it on the bubbles if I went AFK. I'm guessing that's normal then, but it doesn't look as good as it looked before. That looks artificial, so no filter it says. Put it back on that one. Press the tick. I'm at a massive 64 subs. Well, that's good, Rob, because you were trying to get to 50 not long ago. Chris, I did watch your stream earlier with Maureen and Stubbsy and Shane. I was in the car for some of it, but I did listen to it all. It looked really good. I didn't know you were coming over here. Very exciting. So there's some koi event coming up. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about koi, but I would really love some. I had a pond. There's my other new blue shrimpy. Ah, longfin, blue-eyed lemon bristlenose pleco, 4 of them. Eduardo, I'm so jealous. Those are absolutely stunning. I would love some longfin bristlenose. I imagine they're less hardy than the short fin. I only have room in any of my tanks for 1 bristlenose, so I got the clown pleco and he's absolutely useless. I haven't seen him for ages. Assume it's still there. I'm trying to get this to focus a bit better. It's getting a bit rubbish. Right, come on. I've got 1 job. Where's the pellet? I'm going to rotate you again. There's more stuff coming out of that shrimp now. That's not a good sign, surely. Who is Tara? Have I missed somebody? Oh, House of Pisces, is that? Are you Tara? I'm Hungarian. You mean you're hungry? You're not Hungarian, Martin. More fishes were bred by Richard and Jeff Kane too. Ah. Cynthia loves the 3 black moors, Jeff Kane, thank you. I like black moors. You're hungry, Jeff. Eat something and have coffee. Yes, you have nationals coming up in the UK next Saturday and Sunday. Whereabouts are they? I'm down in Devon, where Shane's going, but I don't suppose that's anywhere near where you are. Or he would be going. Way less hardy, yeah. Anything longfin I tend to steer clear of. My first better was Dumbo eared. And I got a koi the second time round. I saw some lovely betters today, some really nice female koi betters, and they were so small, almost small enough to fit in here. They would have grown quite quickly. Coventry, the Midlands. Yeah, that's about 2.5 hour drive from here, 3 maybe. Oh, I hope you have a brilliant time. Hopefully, I think we're due a bit of a heat wave, so it might be warm for you. Yeah. You'll enjoy the Midlands accent. Is it your first time in England, Chris? I know you said you're flying into London. Had my long-finned bristlenose pleco from Stephen P for almost 3 years. It was full grown when I got him. Oh, that's really impressive. Christine, I think that's After vibes is a good time. We can talk about a regular thing. Yeah, I still haven't caught up on you guys' stream. I watched the first 5 minutes before I went out, but yeah, it looked like good fun. I want to go back and look at the seahorses especially. Definitely should make that a regular thing. I'm passing on this year, but Maureen will be there. Ah, okay. Because I was listening in the car and I wasn't looking at the screen. I couldn't tell which one of you was speaking, so I didn't know which one of you was coming over here. Ah, okay. Well, I hope Maureen has a great time. Glens of Rummy, yes, indeed. I was talking to a Birmingham City fan in the week. Alan says hi, everyone. Alan's in New Zealand. Probably hasn't been up too long. I think Shane's got an early night, Chris. He hasn't made an appearance and he's got to be up very early for the coach. Eduardo, did you share out some of the Blackmores? I'm happy she likes them. I love Blackmores. I was looking at some Shabunkins earlier. I'm really tempted to get some for the garden because they could stay out in the winter. I wish those orange shrimp would come over here. Greetings from Ingerland. Glenn's not in Birmingham though, is he? He's near you, Rob. Yes, Jeff, Cynthia lost her Blackmore a couple of weeks ago. He was decades old. So I took 3 baby beauties you sent me. Oh, baby Blackmores be more cute. Big bug eyes. He's going to see his better half, he said. Yes. Beauties. Hi, Rebecca. Thanks for popping in. Rebecca, did you go to Bristol to the shop in the end? I didn't realise it was a 2-day event. I did message them to say could I film if I came up, and they said they were sorry, but Matt was filming exclusively, and I said that's absolutely fine. But it sounded like they had 300 people in yesterday. Quite a big event. I think they were giving away some freebies as well. Hi, Mandy. She literally had no idea they were coming. Oh, wish someone would bring me some Blackmores as a surprise, or any fish. Actually, I did once come home and my boyfriend had put 4 fish of his and a pleco in my tank without telling me, but I spotted them straight away. That was nice. I still got those. Everyone says hi, Mandy. You don't get to say hey Arnold again because he's gone to bed. Hi, Mandy Grandy. Hill streams at Richard are doing awesome. I've got hill streams, Eduardo. I've got them in an indoor pond. I've got 5 now. Here comes the Mr. Romano. Oh, is that a head-to-head with a coolie legend? Not sure who won that. Did I keep the boyfriend? No. No, we're still friends. He actually bought me my 3-foot tank the other day. So I'm looking forward to doing that one. I might do that one live, but I'll clean everything up first. Still lurking, Gabriel? Lurking and working, or just lurking now? You were lurking and working. A lot of people in a small store. Yeah, I was wondering how they got 300 people through the door. Can't imagine it's that big. Looks quite nice though. I'd like to go. Well, my van's not being 100% reliable at the moment. I don't really fancy putting extra miles on it. We're just looking at my new shrimp blue ones and the orange ones which I moved across, and 3 new coolie loaches and some assassin snails. They're being moderately entertaining, but there's only so much of it you can watch, I guess. I have thought about setting it up so I could watch them while I was at work. Check in on them anyway. They look totally amazing in real life too. Yeah, I do love my hill streams. It's a shallow tub, so I can look down on them when it's not completely overgrown with frogbit, which it is at the moment, smothered. I love looking down on the coolies, the hill streams, and I like seeing them on the glass. Did anyone decide whether or not my I could get some pea puffers to eat that planaria? Rebecca, you might know. There's a lot of planaria in this one cube tank, so I'm taking everything out, but I wonder whether pea puffers might eat them up, or if I'm just going to have to put chemicals in. Richard was the first place I ever shipped fish, and it was hill streams, and they're doing well from the videos I've seen also. They look totally amazing. I've read that bit. I'm off on a fish shopping trip next month, says Rob. Didn't you say, Rob, there are no fish shops near you? There are so many around here, and most of them are Pets at Home. I think there's 4 Pets at Home near us, which I think is the same as Petco in America. The patterns are really pretty, yeah. Gabriel says, I've made a decent start on your commission, Sweet Acres. So you're crocheting something. Is it a koi, maybe? Rob says, I'm making space for another 5 tanks. Where are you going to sleep? You could have a bunk bed and then you could just put tanks underneath you. The evaporation might be a bit of a bugger. Oh yeah, again we are looking super great. Cool, Rob. Few near me, but they're rubbish. It's putting it nicely for me. Yeah, I know what you mean. There's one I go to that's dreadful. Well, I think I've stopped going there. Actually, they're okay. Then his green emerald shrimp have trillionized too. Super pretty. It's really hard to get a nice green shrimp. They tend to look really black. Wouldn't mind a green one for in here. There's an orange really I've got my eye on, so I'll try and go back and get that one on Tuesday. And I wouldn't mind some other colours as and when I find them. So me and a few mates travelled 2 hours across to Wharf Aquatics. Now I've heard of that one. I think that was the one you were singing the praises of the other day. Eduardo, I told him his hill streams will outbreed mine in no time. He's magical when it comes to multiplying livestock. Ah, he's the opposite of me. Jeff Kane says, hi, Mandy. I know someone with really nice green jades. Oh, I'd like to see a picture of those. I think that the lighting has to be good on the greens, doesn't it? Awesome, Gabriel. I'm sure it will look beautiful. I love Dan's, so you do excellent work. Thank you again, Gabriel, for taking on another order. Gabriel, send me a picture of whatever you did for Dan, because I haven't seen any of your crochet yet. Jeff says, hi, Rebecca. Blues, yellows, oranges, and fire reds. No joke, he has billions of fry from 90% of his tanks. Must be something in the water where he is. Gabriel says Jello, Jeff K, Mandy, and Honor. Oh, that was to Chris. Hey, Gabriel. Jesse's here. Hi, Jesse. Jesse, I haven't managed to sort out my birthday on your Discord yet, but I will have another look at it when I'm not being so simple. The date's in there anyway. It's just it says I live in Africa. Even his zebra finches have already had 2 clutches. Oh, I like zebra finches. They're quite hard to keep in though. I can get as many picks, etc. you need for shrimps. Yeah, I haven't bought any shrimp through the post. If I was going to, I'd want to do a species specific tank, and I've not got room for any more tanks now. Until I get rid of this planaria, then I'll have that tank free. That might be a blue one. Something fishy has to go. Bye, Zach. Thanks for dropping in. See you soon. Jessie says, hey, Christine. Not to mention he is such a nice guy. Has he got a YouTube channel, Eduardo? I'll have a look. Yeah, the B-Day bot will be a cool feature. It's just that I'm being a bit thick about it. I think my phone doesn't always make things terribly easy. I'll try. Good stream yesterday, Jessie. I need to chat to you about which swear words we're allowing in and which we aren't, because there were a few things that came up for review. Someone else got to them before I did, so I didn't have to do anything. Both of those red shrimp have got something coming out the back of them now. That can't be good. Had those shrimp over a week. What time is it there? It's 20 to 11 at night. Sunday night, so the horrible Monday morning. Yeah, I need to go and make sure my son's taken himself to bed, not just staying on the Xbox all night. It's the white tabs. Is it really, Rob? Because they've only been in there. Oh, that white tab has been in there 1 hour 40. I put it in there when I started streaming. Is it actually that? Because if it is that, no way. That was me fishing it out earlier, thinking that it was some sort of worm. Can you see the white poop coming out the back of the... You're eating a lot. Rob's crying at my ignorance. I've never seen white poop before. It's not great viewing, is it? All of my shrimp have now got great big white things hanging at the back of them. It has mollies and guppies in it now. And CPL. CPDs? Different plants. Oh, so I missed a bit. I think we can all swear in what we want in Discord. Yeah, I think there was definitely an F-bomb that got pulled out, and someone said BITCH, but they weren't saying it about somebody, though I think they were saying try and keep this BITCH well planted or something, and that got pulled out as well. But there was no aggression there. Rob, stop laughing at me. Here is Richard's site. I'll just click on that on my old phone and then I'll come back to the chat. Yeah. Go with the Flow Aquatics. Right, I have subscribed. Have a look at that, everyone. He's only got 217 subscribers as well, so it's another growing channel. Pure mineral poo, that. Rob is falling about laughing at me. They think I've got to treat all my shrimp for some sort of parasite now. We have a 2 foot tall, 25-gallon hex cycled and ready for the angels whenever you feel ready. Yeah, I like those hexagonal tanks, although I'm not sure how easy they are to scape and to keep going. Richard has zillions of CPDs too. Yeah, no good to me, Eduardo, because I'm in England, but I did see some CPDs in the shop today, but they get quite a bit bigger than these sparkling gourami. I would love to have a few in here, but there's just not enough room for everyone to be comfortable. And I don't know if there would be any aggression either. Someone said that sparkling gourami can be aggressive, so luckily these two tolerate each other. I don't think they're a couple. I never hear that croaking sound. Alan says, I got fish shipped from the North Island, the North Island to South Island, where I am. This is in New Zealand. One was dead in the container after being shaken up. The courier company did it. Yeah, we were talking about that on a stream the other day, about how someone said that if it says live fish on it, people treat it even worse, which is shocking. They just tend to kick it about deliberately, which is horrible. I think if I was buying fish from somewhere and it was a few hours away, I would rather drive and drive back. Feed them brine shrimp and they poo red. Really? I have had a few frozen brine shrimp, but again I'm worried that the tiny fish will get them stuck like they did with the bloodworms. I think I've run out of brine. I think I've just got bloodworms left. Put that in for the assassin snails to have something meaty. Not push and go with the flow on anyone. He's first and foremost a hobbyist. Yeah, it's always good to get a few more subs though. I'm definitely going to have a look at that later. It's on my list now. Going to visit Tropco down south in August, hopefully. Didn't know that we had a Tropco in this country. I thought that was an American thing. Down south? Are you near me when you come down here? And his gift is just every fish he has breeds. Yeah, I need to go and get a bit of that luck, I think. Though to be fair, I don't think anything can breed in my community tank because there's just so many mouths in there. I'm looking forward to moving the cories out into their own tank and hopefully they will breed. Although there will be 2 or 3 species in there, so hopefully that's not a problem. I only use social or DX to ship fish, properly insured, etc. Both registered aquatic tracers. Down south, where is down south? You're probably thinking of like Southampton or somewhere. I'll have to Google it when my phone is available. I drive to Taunton and that's nearly an hour, but that's there are 2 shops side by side there, which is quite good. There's a lot of choice of shrimp. If I go up there, I can get all colours. Glenn can order fish through Petra. I think Petra is where my gold lasers came from, maybe. I know they came, my shop gave me the YouTube address for the company and they were showing all the different fish they were breeding and shipping. Stop eating that because there's all this white poop. Oh, where have they gone? Right there. This tripod is being very awkward. It's definitely not the best. I need new tripods. I'm trying not to buy any fish because it's Big Fish Foods Dry Foods month and I'm running low. Yeah, fish food usually lasts me ages because I don't have, not all my fish are absolutely minute. But I have got more tanks now, so not lasting anything like as long as it was. I have to buy a lot of frozen food. Yeah. I think I said my freezer's on the blink. So I've got a very small fridge freezer. The freezer compartment has got bloodworms in it and nothing else. It's really tiny. Also it needs defrosting. I don't think they're as hungry as they were. £10 bags of Cali blackworms seem to be going up every month. £26 for 10 packs. Oh, I saw on Keeping Fish Simple, Nick was breeding blackworms and I find them absolutely disgusting. He was really happy with them, but that's one thing I think I couldn't do, is handle those. Oh, are you coming out to play? Tropco is South London. Yeah, I think of London as up north from here. Back to work and lurking. Yes, south of London. Well, that's not down south. Oops. I just... Ah! I just deleted a message. Oh, I'm sorry, Mal. I just deleted your message and I didn't mean to. I'm trying to touch the chat and it won't let me. Blackworms are definitely an excellent food. For me, it's a divvy. I always feed mine Cali. What is Cali? Californian blackworms. They sound just as bad. That's a no from me. Oh, the yellow one's got all this white poop coming out of it. Why are they pooping so much? Not normally. Jeff Kane, aren't blackworms delicious with meatballs in a spicy sauce? Blech. Not mad keen on pasta as it is. Right, excuse the noise of the microwave for 30 seconds. My coffee's really cold. They taste very bitter and earthy. Oh, don't. I put a maggot in my mouth once by mistake. I was eating rice at the time. I thought it was a piece of rice that had fallen on the floor. I wasn't very old. I was of an age where you would eat off the carpet. I'm not at that age anymore. Depends what it is, I suppose. Right, I'll try not to delete you this time. Why? Oh, I'm logged into my other account. I was hoping to buy some live from my local Maidenhead, but they're in between supplies. Yeah, I think which is our local Maidenhead? Yeah, the Taunton one has quite a big freezer section. Even Pets at Home have frozen food now. I've still got the packet here. The packet didn't fit in the freezer. I got these ones. What's the size of the bowl? Yeah, everyone's asking that. It's what did we say? It's a bit bigger than a basketball. I think it's about 12 inches wide and about 10 inches high. It's not big. I've tried not to put too much hardscape in there, but yeah, it's borderline big enough for these two little guys. And some shrimp. I do try and change a little bit of water in this one quite regularly. I'm not great with the old water changes, but try and keep this one nice because of it being so small. Also, it's right next to the sink, so I haven't really got the excuse that I have with the other ones of splashing buckets all over the carpet. Hula hoop loaches. They're the coolie loaches. I've not heard of them called hula hoop loaches before, but they do look like they are banded, aren't they? That blue shrimp is quite a bit bigger than the other one. Sorry, Mal, can you comment on Marie's latest short? I didn't get enough sleep this weekend. Not sure what that means. That orange yellow looking shrimp is super pretty. Yeah, I was saying, Eduardo, that I took him out to put him in the orange tank and he wasn't orange enough. So I went over to the yellow tank with him and he wasn't yellow enough, and then I put him back in here. So he didn't fit in anywhere in the breeding program. I kind of started this bowl for him so that he could live out his days in here with a few other odds and sods. And then I was going to try and have mostly red in here so they might breed some red ones, and then I've just given up and thought it will look nicer if there are lots of different colours for us to look at. So I've got some more coming. Jeff says, Eduardo, have you had any fry from the mollies? That coolie is eating a bit, I think. It looks a bit better colour there, unless that's a different one. They're always plain on the tummy. I think I read that they don't have scales, or somebody said. Oh, that white reflection is my other phone, so if I move that, that will help. The mollies have bred like 1 man and 1,000 million women. Have tons now, they're amazing. Prolific. Yeah, don't mollies breed quite easily? I think I read. Never had mollies or platies or guppies, apart from I had 3 endlers once. If I didn't have the sparkling gourami, I might put a few endlers in here. But the sparkling gourami was a nice surprise I didn't even know what it was when I found it in the bag. I put up a picture on my YouTube and someone said it was a sparkling or croaking gourami. So I went out and bought another one. It was quite cute when I put the other one in. He seemed quite happy to have a friend. A video on that somewhere. Oh, FM's off to bed. Yeah, check out his latest YouTube build if you get a chance. I think FM's got some more collabs coming up. We were going to do something, weren't we? So it's been manic this week, but we will get something sorted soon. I do need to do my bonsai tree soon before that moss gets fed up of living in a bag. It would be good if there's some shrimp babies in here. Looks like mostly males at the moment, but maybe they're too small. That one that died, I think, was a big red female. I think that was too old to breed. I've had those oranges in there for the same amount of time as I've had my yellow colony, and they have done nothing at all. Eduardo says, Jeff P. Tank is fully loaded with a zillion plants, floaters and java ferns, wood, guppy grass and hornwort, along with the tree trunk I got from Coro. Ah, I've seen Coro's name around. Did you know you can use temperatures to determine the sex of shrimps? No, go on. Nice, I need guppy grass. Yeah, I don't know, I've never seen that anywhere. I know that, I don't know, what's the one MD uses a lot? Pearlweed. I've not seen that anywhere. That looks like it grows like mad. Yeah, I've gone off stem plants. There were some in here and they all came adrift and started looking messy. I really like grasses though. I've got quite a few different sizes. Got some nice tiny little ferns waiting to go into a new scape. They've all been in pots for quite a long time now, so I should plant them soon. They're looking quite good considering there's no CO2. (21°C and below tend to be male. Above that temp tend to be female. So if I turn up the temperature, they change to female. I guess they only change while they're young, don't they? Well, as I was saying, it is quite warm in there. It's funny though, because males have... No, females have the better colour, don't they? Yeah, more babies would be good. Right, we're at 2 hours now. Yeah, the only one who is hi Melvin. I think the only one who's not a mod on my channel is me on my other account. I think I tried to do it the other day and I couldn't. How are you, Melvin? You've just missed 2 hours of staring at a few shrimp and coolie loaches and a couple of gourami. Back for a min. I was on the phone with my nephew. Well, that's nice. Yeah, I was just saying we've been going 2 hours now. I did say I wouldn't do too long, but it is nice to see you all. You should automatically have all the mod power under your own channel name. Yeah, I do if I'm on my Pure and Shrimple name Mandy, but I'm logged in as Marie on this phone on my on the chat, so I have no power on that account. I thought I had modded myself, but I don't seem to be able to make other people mods. I don't know, it says I can remove people. I don't want to press anything. Oh, I don't know. If someone wants to make Keith a mod, that would be good. I don't seem to be able to do it through this one. Yeah, it showed I deleted Mal's comment. Yeah, I think I am, but it's not letting me, it didn't let me make him a mod earlier, and it's not letting me make Keith one. It says I can put him in a timeout, or hide him, or remove him, but it's not. I don't know, see if one of you can do it. I could log in as, oh no, I think I had to press on the phone, don't I? I think that's how I did it last time. Or I can do it. Oh, the chat on the phone is really behind. Yeah, the chat's not working on the phone for some reason. It stopped at 9:30 and it's now 11 o'clock and it won't go. So I don't know what's happened there, as long as you can all see it. Community mods should be able to do it from Pure and Shrimple either way. I think everyone's a managing mod. Yeah, I can't. Ah, now it's disconnected. It still says 2 hours, so last time I disconnected it, reset the timer. I don't know why, but the chat's not working on the phone that I'm filming on. Having it in horizontal seems to be a bit problematic. Yeah, if anyone saw that I'd scheduled to go live earlier, the reason I didn't do that was when I went to go live, I hadn't set it to horizontal in the settings, and it was too late to change it then, so it wouldn't let me do horizontal, so I had to come out and start again. Hi William. Odd no notification. Saw it first now. Sorry I'm late. That's all right, thank you for coming. Well, I did try and schedule it, I was just saying, for the first time. I tried to schedule it for 2 hours ago, but then when I went to go live, I hadn't set it to horizontal, so I couldn't do it. So I had to delete that scheduled event and start again. I think I'd know how to do it next time. It's a shame it doesn't let you edit it. But I did put a thumbnail on this time. I don't know why the chat's not working. It goes down as far as 9:38 and then it stops. What's this button here? I don't know what that. Live chat. Ah, I was on top chat. There we go. Oh, someone's done it for me. Who did that? Thank you, whoever that was. that made Keith a moderator, and William, we need to do you as well. I can't click on you now. This phone just doesn't like doing two things at once. Must be a man. Who did that one? Can someone do William as well, please? It's not letting me click on it. Oh, there we are. It's done. Right, I need to catch up on chat. A lot of highs and hellos. Oh man, I got a wrench. Yeah, everyone gets a wrench. Everyone that I know. Hello, 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 Yahoo. Hello, hello. Be right back, rain wetting my long, luscious hair. You standing outside, Eduardo? Chris, you must be tired, or you had a sleep, didn't you, between your stream with Jeff and then your stream with the others? So it's your daytime. It's our bedtime. Right, time to go. Catch you all again soon. Peace out. Bye, Rob. Rob, do you want to put a link to your chat tomorrow? Have you got one to hand? I will put it on my page. If anyone wants to grab a link, it's on GB Shrimp's page, and I think it's just called Caradina for Beginners. I'll stick it on my page if you can't find it. Bye, Keith. Thanks for dropping in. Bye, Rob. I can see both the blue shrimp now. One's definitely twice the size of the other one. Hey, Mandy. We say seahorse and she appears. Is it a coolie loach going back and forth? Yeah. It's currently on the phone. Yeah, same. Yeah, I've got 3 new coolie loaches today, and they're really, really, really tiny. So I just put them in about 5 hours ago. They're quite skittish. Yeah, when they get a bit bigger, they'll have to come out of there. I'll have the fun of trying to catch them, but they can grow out in there for quite a few months, I think. Hoping they're going to be okay on the pebbles. There is some sand in there, grass and whatnot. Might take some of the pebbles out. I don't want them to get scratched up. Oh, thanks, Mandy. Yeah, so it's Caradina for Beginners. Stream is tomorrow at 7 o'clock our time. What are we now? 11. So 4 hours ago from now. But tomorrow, Monday. And that should be really good. Or you can, if you can't catch it live, watch it afterwards. I'm really interested because I have had Caradina, but only by mistake. So I would like to find out a bit more. I don't think it's something I'm going to be doing in the immediate future, because I think there's a lot to learn about these guys yet. Oh, it's getting pretty lively in there. I'm not sure those fish are loving that. Hopefully they will calm down, because I can't put them in the community tank. They'll just be straight in the sump. Better focused. Yeah, you're going to need to calm down a little bit. Anyone else around? Rob was just laughing at me because I thought the white poop coming out of them was a parasite, but it's just because they're eating white food, apparently. Yeah, Mandy, I hope you get the seahorses soon. I want to go on to Jeff's stream from this morning with Chris and see the seahorses, because apparently they're amazing. I love seahorses. I did a lot of filming of the marine tanks in the local shop on Thursday, and I've just totally fallen in love with everything in there. There's some really amazing, weird and wonderful wormy things and just moving rocks and shells and stuff. They're just crazy, some of them. There's one called a feather duster, which looked exactly like that. And the guy put his hand in and gave it a poke and it all closed up. And then it slowly came out again. I'm going to do a video on that tank soon. And the coral and everything just looked amazing. Well, the anemones. I think it's too much work for me, but I did enjoy filming them. It's really hard filming in the shop though, because you get a lot of watermarks and scratches on the glass, and there's so much glare and fire exit signs and whatnot. And yeah, I could have done with a tripod and a black screen and all sorts. But it was good fun, and he would let me film what I wanted. It's supposed to have stream elements in here, but I don't know how I get the bot in. Does anybody know? I signed up for it this morning and it said I'd enabled the bot, but I think maybe I have to try and invite him in somehow. I have to do that through Studio, perhaps. Yeah, get seahorses off your coastline. Dorish and Ilfracombe, really? My God. I'd love to find a seahorse. I wouldn't take it out of the sea, obviously, but how cool would that be? I guess they don't come into the shallow bit anyway. I don't go in the sea. I don't really like water. Can't see those very well. Ooh. No, that doesn't work. Bowls are difficult to film. Big beds of seagrass. I think they're protected. Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, I never wade out into the sea, so I don't know what's out there. Nothing that I am interested in. Come on, focus. Oh, I probably have if I turn this light off. It's better. Oh, take timing of it. Did I lose you? Right, one last look at the fishies. For some reason it's running behind on my phone. Guess it's not live, is it? Like with the quizzes. Oh, the chat has just popped up on there. Bye, Chris. Yeah, I'm going to wrap it up now anyway. So thanks for coming and see you soon. Well, you guys have to calm down. You still here, Dave? You've been here from the start. Are you off, Alan? Right, I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to shut the lights down on these guys. And yeah, I think everyone's wrapping up now anyway. Bye, everybody. Nice to see you all, and I will chat to you in the week. Have a good day if you're overseas, and have a good night if you're around this way. Bye, everyone.